Welcome back, fellow scrubs. It's Monday, so we're working on Pocket Fighter EX, the fan game that is not for profit, not part of SNK or Capcom, not supported officially by anything. Just a fan game from fans to fans. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's dig right in. We've got lots of Ken changes to go over since I've started that process now. And so I'll show you what I've got so far. You may have, if you've been here a while. Oh, hold on. Crap. I need chat, don't I? I'm a dummy. Alright, sent anything, I didn't see it. Just send it again. Sorry. Alright. I knew I was forgetting something. Always forgetting something, right? Always. Okay. So you may have remembered a while back we experimented with the Street Fighter V style Tatsu. And so I fixed it up a little bit. I think the animation's much better. In terms of, like, you know, how it moves on the screen and that kind of stuff. I tweaked a couple frames of the sprites. Nothing too big. I added a little trail on it to kind of like help your eyes see the motion there. It's okay. I have a feeling that it doesn't come off quite right still, but it's serviceable enough at this point. So I'll leave it in, especially for gameplay reasons. You know, you want all that stuff in, so when the next public demo comes out, people can use it and do stuff with it. So you can see it's got the this red one here. That's not vulnerable to projectiles, only vulnerable to physical hits. So like a normal Tatsu, you do have that. Otherwise, it just comes on down. It is an overhead. So, you know, it can also reach down to crouching opponents. If he guards it, you know, so he has to stand up to guard it. So it is definitely an overhead. And it will clear fireballs, of course. I'll go over that kind of stuff. That's kind of what it's meant for. It's pretty long reaching, and it's to kind of go over that. And also it does a lot of damage when you get the first hit in, and all the subsequent. So, if you're going to use a combo ender, so compared to damage, actually, let me put, does 160, but the Shoryuken does, 120, I figured. This does 100. So, it's definitely the best out of that. It's just really slow. Got a really slow startup. It's not something you can easily get. Should be able to, should be able to do that. And that. You can't cancel it at any point because they're all air hits, so there's none of that. Where Hadokens you can cancel, Shoryukens you can cancel, and heavy Shoryuken's actually really good for that because it doesn't send them flying. The light Shoryuken can cancel, but it sends them flying. So if you wanted to... do that, that's how you get in, continue on from a Crazy Kick combo. Which brings me to, the Crazy Kicks have changed a little bit. This one has 2 hits now, just kind of like Super Turbo-y. This one still has 1, but it reaches a little further because he steps in. And so you can do one into the other, and then you can special cancel like before. To get into all your other stuff. And then there's this one, which is a knockdown. It's basically what Ryu has for his heavy kick. So let's turn the human to this one. Oh. Yeah, it's basically this. And to do these, you have to do a half circle, and then the light kick does that, heavy kick does that, and the EX does that. So you have all of them. Hey, hey! I'll show you the Tatsu here. Changes stuff. Alright. Here's your Tatsu. Made a couple changes to the kick frame, and I added a little trail so you can kind of see the rotation a little better, kind of get a sense for the motion. But for the most part, it's unchanged. It's just the timing and the movement in game has changed a lot. So if you're not close, it's gonna go over. But if you are close and you get all the hits, it does pretty good damage, 160. Which is more than this. And this. And this. And this. And this. I don't know about... No, that's still only 120. Actually... No. The trail looks off. I think it won't look better, or it would look better if it was used as some sort of wind effect instead of... I was thinking about that too. It was just a quick fix. It's not great, but at least it's serviceable. That's why I was saying before. It's good enough to put it in now, and then we'll work on the prettying it up after. But at least you can follow it, which is important. You can follow the animation, and it functionally seems to work pretty well. So I was at least pleased with that. So it's no longer relegated to getting reverted and worked on later. I'll leave it in for now, and we can mess with it after that. But I do agree that the wind effect might be necessary, and I think that's why Street Fighter V does it. Because the motion's just not intuitive enough. You just can't really see the circle of the leg. It's just weird. It's got to have some kind of thing to guide your eye around it. So yeah, I agree that it needs something like that to kind of sell the whole circle of the motion. Even with more frames, I still think it would be a tough sell. If we add the wind, we won't need more frames at all. As is, it's possible that we might have needed another one anyway, just to kind of smooth things out. But I think the wind effect, if we do that, should help fix that. Oh yeah, so I was saying, let's see. You can use it here as an ender. It slows down a little bit in Street Fighter V. I pretty much copied the movement as I saw it in the footage we recorded. This is pretty much as is. The first part's a lot faster than the second part. In fact, I actually evened it out a little more than Street Fighter V had. But it does look really weird if he keeps the same momentum and goes through the whole thing. Like, it just looks strange. So this was the calibration I ended up with. So it's got decent range. Got a lot of startups, so of course it's only meant to go over fireballs kind of thing. It's like, oh shit, he's gonna do it. And you gotta get it in early, I would imagine. Because Hadouken's gonna get there pretty quick. I don't know, it might have time to react to it at full distance, but then you're not gonna get anything out of it anyway. In fact, you might get knocked out for it. So yeah, Crazy Kicks got 2 hits on this one. And if you're at a certain distance, this first hit won't hit, and the only follow-up you're going to be able to potentially do is this one. This one will not hit under those circumstances. It's going to whiff. So pretty good indicator of whether or not you can get this is whether or not the knee hits. It's not 100%, but it's a pretty good indicator. If the knee doesn't hit, you're not going to get it. And so you might be able to get this one if the knee doesn't hit. But even then, if you're far enough away, you're going to whip that too. I don't know what is that. I didn't reference anything from 4 when I did these. I referenced Street Fighter 2. So Super Turbo has the 2 hits like that. And in fact, in Super Turbo, this one also has 2 hits, but it doesn't feel quite right here. Super Turbo did not have 2 hits for this one though. That one's just as is. So these are just these 2 are kind of relegated to follow-ups in a way. No, they both do 2 hits. Both this one and this one do 2 hits in Super Turbo. And then you can, of course, cancel them into the Inazuma, which also has 2 hits. So you could do 4 hits, I believe. Oh, you know, actually, the Inazuma, I think, cancels off the first hit. So maybe you only get 3 hits in Super Turbo. It's a little wonky. It's a little wonky, a little weird. I couldn't do it exactly because it was just... I don't know how to put it. It was a lot of free damage for just holding the button. Like here, works more like Third Strike, where it comes down, but it's not a connected hit. They do get a chance to block. In Street Fighter 2, I believe you did not have a chance to block. If it hit, the Inazuma would come down, and it would just continue to do damage. But that's why I made it do that in max mode. So that's the exact behavior you see here. That you do get that automatic, but only in max mode. Yeah, that's Street Fighter 2 for you. Whack. So that's pretty good for that. I mean, if you're far away, you're probably gonna get that. So it's like a less advantageous combo because, you know, you're not getting the full reset here to do another thing. But it's not too bad. If you can jump in and get the if you can get the crouching heavy punch, then you can get the 2 hits in. So it's it's more of a high level thing in execution. Like, it's not too terrible, but it's definitely not a beginner friendly move. But it wasn't intended to be anyway. Yeah, and then you could do that. So if you got good enough timing, you can run up. This is really hard because you have to run, then hold back, and then do your half circle. And during the half circle, you do this, and then you complete the half circle and hit the light kick. So it's really hard because you have to kind of stop and then do it really quick. And then you gotta get the second hit in. But you can very easily get the standing heavy punch by accident, in which case you can only follow up with this. So, oh, hold on. Oh, that's not what I want. Hold on. I keep forgetting to cancel off of it. So, yeah, you could do that, and that's still pretty decent damage. And even if you do get this here, like you've seen, you can get pretty good damage if you want to spend some meter. Or get him into the corner. So you got a lot of possibilities here. And then of course in max mode, oh, I didn't do it right. Wow, really? That doesn't cancel in time. That's not good. That's wrong. That's an error. Because the animation is actually different between this one and the cancel version. So the flag may have been not adjusted properly. So let's see what we have here. Special kick, H, cancel. So this is the cancel version. Alright, so let's see. How far off is this thing? Let's change him. He's on auto guard, right? Yeah, okay. Let's put on frame info. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold the button down, and we'll see how many frames he recovers. 2, 1, 0. Okay. 1 frame. Oh, it's only 1 frame. Okay. So we just move this. This is our cancel flag here. We'll just... Whoa! That's funny. It won't turn off. Yeah, it usually gets a little weird when you start animating things while it's running. So, yeah, okay. And that works now. That's good. Didn't have to change too much. And this is still blockable. The only one that won't connect is this one, but that's only because you get knocked down from it before the Inazuma can hit you, since the first hit does that knockdown. But other than that, all the Inazumas will connect in max mode, because there's special fire versions. Same thing, this normal one has the fire as well. It also makes it safe on block, so you have enough time to get out of there. In fact, let me change him to Shoryuken as a wake-up move. Where is he? Yeah, solar plexus to Shoryuken H. Ryu, Shoryuken H. Not necessarily. I mean, it's a nighttime thing. I mean, blue is a nighttime color. It's usually when palettes get blue, it's, you know, really deep blue. It's because they're night. I mean, the sunset one, you might be able to make that argument on, but as they are, it's just basic cartoon coloring. Blue is night, red is sunset, and then normal colors are daytime. Oh yeah. So we're gonna give him all guard and safe on block. Also because it pushes back so far, but that one doesn't push back as far, so. And same with this. They're all safe on block, so gives Ken a lot of pressure options, and to keep them at a distance as well in the process. That is a true block string, but this shouldn't be. It is now, so I have to make that adjustment. Well, yeah. See, the problem with this is that you can kind of get out of it potentially. Oh man, no. Yeah, there's too much delay there. Let's see. Well, I guess there's really not much you can do, is there? Well, here's the thing though. You could make it an EX. Well, then Ryu just kind of gets you on the down. Wondering if I could delay it just enough to get... Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. That you'll have options. And this one's meant to be safe. Not necessarily by distance. You should still be able, if you got something fast enough to get to them, you should be able to still do something against it. But you don't get the. There's supposed to be a gap there. That's not true block string, but it's your punishment for going for something that's special cancelable. Because otherwise, I'm afraid that this is going to be the only option that people are going to want to do. Where they could say, I don't know. Especially in max mode, because you could be, well, that's completely safe to do because you've got, well, no, even then, you can just show you can through the Inazuma. Actually, I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that. The timing might have changed on that. I think it's, if they block it, I think it's supposed to, I think it, oh, it is there. But the cancel version wasn't? Hold on, there's something wacky going on. Huh. Did I do it wrong? Okay, yeah, it's working as intended now. I must have done something different. So the idea is if you wanted the full invincibility, then you would go for that one because it's less rewarding as opposed to that one. Oh, that's the one. That's the one that doesn't come out quick enough. Gotcha. Okay. Let's make it not. It does come out though. Let's take a look at this. So special kick H cancel. I must have made it quicker. So it's gonna hit on frame 15. So the recovery on hit for the special kick light for the kick second hit here. Where's recovery is 24, minus 1 on hit, minus 9 on block. So yeah, that's more than 15. Well, that's a problem then. So this means this might have to be slowed down. That kind of sucks because it hurts the snappiness of it. Then he comes in with a kick pretty quick and it looks cool. Wait, no, we're only concerned about on block though, right? Yeah. So 24. Minus 15 gives us 9. It should actually... It's probably just one off. I'll use that grace window. So negative 10 should be right now. No, he's... The recovery might have changed in the animation. It may no longer be accurate. Let's take a look. Okay. That's what, 15? 36, 7, 8, 9, minus 15. 39 minus 15. Oh, that's 24. So what am I doing wrong? What have I got messed up? Alright, is it even using the right data? Find out now. Oh, yeah, definitely using the right data. (24 minus 10 should be 14. And then special kick H, cancel, doesn't hit until 15. So what the hell is the problem here? Alright, I'll have to do a slow-mo and see what's going on. Let's turn on... Oh, frame show. Alright, let's try this again. Let's count the frames. Wait, hold on. I'd have to do it from here. Shoot. Alright, this is gonna be difficult to get. There's one. Gonna hold back, down, back, down, forward. I'm gonna hold, kick. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, another way to do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7, 16. He's held for 16? He's held for 16. Why? Should be only 14. Let's see. Special kick L. Make sure we're using the right stuff here. Yeah, it's using special kick L. Let's see, what's the other one? 24 minus 2 minus 12. That would actually be worse, but we know we're using the right one because we changed recovery to 1 and he immediately recovered. That's weird. He doesn't have any additional stop frames here. He's got his cancel programs. In fact, you can cancel up to 5 frames late. But it was 16 when we did it. Normally. I'm not really sure. Not really sure why it's not calculating right. Yeah, we're on the kick. Yeah, so 24 minus 10 should be 14, not 16. So, alright, if we say minus 12, does it work right? Yeah, then he can get in. Wow, he can get in really quick. Alright, let's slow it down just to see exactly what it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's recovering what I expected him to in that regard. So the question is, why the hell is it off? What's making it off? That explains why this was minus 12. That's what made it actually work. I don't know. Everything looked okay. It's strange. Usually when something like that happens, it's hit and stop frames are different for the two characters, but well, either way, it's solved. The point is, this should be a complete black string. If you want to be completely safe, then you can max cancel. And then this has a gap in it because of the higher reward associated with it. Because if you didn't, you could just cancel into something else, like a delayed EX, which will blow through, you know, what they're doing. The only thing I haven't figured out completely yet is about the Inazumas being useful or not. My problem with them is that if you ever see it coming, just mashing out a Shoryu is going to beat it. Or if you don't even have to see it coming, because if they do this one, mashing out a Shoryu is not going to matter between the two. And if they do this, Shoryu's still gonna beat it. So that's not gonna do anything. Well, I can't do this one anymore, but so that one's already beaten by default. But even if you did do that or this, it's beaten. So is there a real point to even having this? Because you're gonna see it, it's slow enough. You're gonna be like, oh shit, he's doing it. Well, Shoryu time. Because if he goes for this one, I'm gonna beat it. And if he goes for that, I'm gonna beat it. The only time it might not beat it is if he just doesn't do anything after. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And in that case, I think you should be able to crouching medium kick it. Let me make that Ken's. Oh, I gotta turn it off. Let me make that Ken's wake up move. And then we'll switch to Ken and see how vulnerable it is. So Ken versus, oh yeah, I gotta fix that. Ken versus Green Ken. Christmas Ken. I don't know, right? Okay, so yeah, alright. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why it's thinking that he's holding it. Might be, is it some residual data in the buffer? That's weird. Well, either way, it still works. Oh no, it's a new month. 2 months away? Yeah, from 24. Holy crap. Thank you, Zombie. That's right, it is July. Well, it looks like if you block it, you can't. It's too slow to get a crouching medium off of, which we might change. But you could just wait until it's over. Let's see. Let's put him on all guard. Oh, weird. Now that he's on all guard, he doesn't do it anymore. Strange. Yeah, looks like you can get it with a light kick too, so only if you're point blank though. So you could get something there. Oh, no, that won't work. Nope, that won't work. Obviously you can get that, although it won't reach far enough to do the full bit. Light shower, you ain't gonna cut it. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh no, wait, did I duck it? Yeah, I ducked it, I think, when I got that. That's too far away for that. It should probably be a bit more minus than it is, to be honest. And there's no way I'm getting that. Might be very situational, or for some characters who just don't really have good DPs, or they got really slow ones. It's hard to tell. Let me fix Terry's rising tackle for a minute here. It could be easily beaten by Shoto's. Maybe other characters don't quite have that advantage. Where is his command hierarchy here? Oh wait, no, I don't need that. I need to go to rising tackle. We'll fix these temporarily just so we can. Let's see. Just so we can see what happens here. Oh, speaking of Terry, what's his max mode buffs? He's gonna get access to the super power stream. That's gonna be the move that changes. Otherwise, he gets normal system changes of increased damage. And the ability to cancel like everybody else. But he's broken right now. Because I made big system changes he's not calibrated for yet. Okay. Oh, yeah. It would be nice if he could, like, jab or something. Screw it. You know what? Hold on. Let me just... Burn knuckle, buster wolf. Crouching. Let me just reactivate all this stuff quick. The reason they don't activate is because command class is a new piece of data that I added, and if it doesn't have that, it won't allow the move to be processed. Light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. Let's see, let's get all his normals. I think that's all the normals. So that's a normal attack. And normal attack. Back fist. What else is a command normal here? He's got his spin kick on the armored version and uppercut and the target combo uppercut are all. Oh, I guess they're still normal attacks, but they have the unique. No, or they still have normal attack. I guess they still have normal attack timing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. This one's gonna have special timing though, I think. The target combo. That might have to change at some point, but we'll run with that for now. Okay, so Burn Knuckle, Crack Shoot, Power Charge, Power Dunk, all these different versions of it. Power Geyser, Power Wave, Rising Tackle. Okay, these are all special attacks and has special attack timing. Oh, except the Rising Tackle has charge, special charge timing. Taunt is considered a normal move. And he has grabs, which are grab type and grab timing. That might be everything for him. So I'm gonna scroll through, keep an eye on. Oh, yeah, I didn't do supers. So I was gonna keep an eye on here and see what I got. Super. Attack super. Crouching heavy kick. Grab. Power Geyser. Super. And super. Okay. And Power Stream also is a super. And super. Alright, let's see if we got everything. That ain't good. Oh yeah, I changed all the spawn stuff. Alright, we're not gonna have that. Yeah, everything's all broke. That's great. Yeah, Buster Wolf works, so that's a different matter. Well, point is, no, well, Rising Tackle don't work. Great. This one, I mean, Terry needs to be fixed before he can be reactivated. So this might not work out. Have not gotten to him yet. Rising Tackle. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like it is calibrated here, but don't know. I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Well, like I said, I made enough changes that something might have to be changed here. Nothing looks particularly out of the ordinary. Are we getting any errors? Nothing related to that. Oh, wait a minute. You know why? Because his cancels are all screwed up, I think. That's part of it, at least. So he can't cancel off anything, I think. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of data got reset. That's why you haven't been seeing them very long. Alright, well this experiment's not going to work then. It's going to take too long to fix all his crap. I'm not even sure what's wrong with the charge move. So, we'll have to put the Ken thing on hold. Hi, thank you. Yeah, I gotta get to work on revising Terry and fixing him up after Ken. So what you saw of Ken so far is basically all that's in him. He doesn't have his supers reactivated yet. I'm keeping them unactivated as kind of a reminder of what ones need to go. That definitely doesn't look right, so that has to get changed. It's functional, it's just not quite right. I did apply the changes to the Shoryuken's falling detection to Ken. Oh wow, that was weird. What the hell is that about? Huh. I think I know why. I think I know why that happens actually. Yeah, let's go into script here. Ah! Yeah, that's what, 2002 UM, right? Yeah. I thought it was pretty good too. There's a lot of tracks I didn't actually like in 2002 UM. Like, they all feel like they're cranked up to 11. Like, every single track is just cranked to 11. But, like, some of those tracks don't work too well when stretched that far, I think. And it feels kind of weird. It's like every single battle is the final battle. And it's like, well, alright, it's not really. Like, I get what they were going for. But it seems a little bit too, I don't know. Oh yeah, here it is. Animation mode is custom. And it should probably be none. Well, let's see, are we applying? No, we are applying custom animations though after. Yeah, why is that happening then? Or do we have to do, we might have to do this first. Before we, because it might set the animation during this sequence. So let's see if this, putting it up front might help here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same. Like I had K's 2002 UM theme in there earlier. I think that was before you came in. Like I like that one. But yeah, some of them are just kind of, oops, sorry, hit the mic. Some of them are just, I don't know, they feel overblown. Alright, so we're gonna do that, and then what did I do? I did this? Yeah, okay, so that fixed that. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what it was. Yep, it is fixed. Boom. Oop, screwed it up. This might be a really useful one too, because of just how far they get flung. Boom, and then follow up. Keep them in that corner. Oh. The way the Oki works, we just actually had a discussion about calibrating this too. If you roll, you're invulnerable to attack. just like you would with a command roll, like in KOF. But you are vulnerable to a grab, so if he rolls into me here, yeah. Just like the command roll, you're vulnerable to a grab, and you can't tech that. But if you neutral stand, you cannot be grabbed during the neutral standing. You can be grabbed after, but not during. So it's kind of a risk that you take. Am I gonna try to get out of pressure and be possibly grabbed? See, I didn't get him when he first grabbed there. So you can also roll forward and backward. If you roll back, you're pretty pretty safe from a lot of things, but you can be chased down, as you saw. So if they think you're gonna roll back, they'll probably run in and see what they can do. The thing is, you can't grab out of a run, so you do have to wait till it fully stops, because there's a little bit of time there that he's slowing down after the run, and you can only, otherwise you just get, you know, like a jab or something, or you get the roll. So like trying to grab during a run actually nets you the roll, so it's a double tap and then the 2 AB, which also means you can't do it backwards, but you do have the backdash. So you can do fake outs like that. And then the roll recovery works kind of the same. Same sort of properties on it, except you're not vulnerable at the end. So even if someone does an attack, you can't get tagged at the end. You can always block out of it. Same as if you neutral stood. So it's a good way to get out of that, out of like a meaty. But if they think you're gonna do it, then all they gotta do is grab. They can get in there, yeah, and that's it. You rolled, you lose. But if you neutral stand, then of course they could potentially meaty you if you're trying to do something other than block. So there's that risk. That's the kind of trade-off with it. And they could also grab you too, and you know, after you stand up, then you think you're gonna block. But so grabs are a little bit more useful on wake-up situations for the aggressor, because if you roll, you're completely grab vulnerable. In fact, that's the only thing you're vulnerable to. So if you're trying to escape, you know, they can grab you out of that. And when you're in the corner, it's even worse, because your back recovery goes nowhere. It's just a free grab for them. So if he tries to grab, or he tries to roll forward, which I'm trying to make him do, he set the random, yeah, then I would hold to the right and then grab if I see him start to roll. That way, if he goes behind you, then the grab won't turn around. Because if you just neutral grab, it's going to be whatever direction you're facing, and he might be behind you. He set the random recovery here, so I'm just kind of waiting for him to do the thing I want. Yeah, and then see, that turns you around. You don't want that. So if you hold forward, oh, he got through before I could get him. And again. Come on, roll forward for me. Oh, you ain't gonna do it. Come on. Come on. There. Then you want to throw him back in. So I would hold to the right if you see him roll. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright. So that's the situation there. If you see him rolling, you just want to put him back in the corner. Whether they back roll or forward roll doesn't really matter because they're just going to be there. And then it's probably best to wait a little bit. Because if he rolls forward, you want to catch him when he's behind you. Because if you do it too early, you might go here and he might get already behind you. So you just want to do that. Let me put auto-teching on too, so that'll give you an idea of what he can, when he can tech and not. Training mode. Auto tech. Okay. So normally, get out of my face. So, but again, he can't tech that. But if you wait too long, he can. So you gotta be careful. He keeps going for the forward roll. Let me put him to guard everything too. That'll be a little better. And we'll take out his wake up. So he's on full defensive here. Oh, wait, that's not gonna... Yeah, hold on. Let me tell him to guard the current stance only, if I still have that option. Yeah, okay, so he'll only guard standing if he's in stand mode, but he won't guard that. You're guessing wrong, buddy. You're guessing wrong. Get in there. Guessing wrong. Stop taking the throw. Okay, there we go. So he stood up neutral, which of course he can block. And he can also tech that. So that would be my technique. Just hold forward a little bit. If you see that roll, say he was completely invulnerable there. You can't just throw out something if they're rolling. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He's rolling. I guess he's got kind of a 2/3 chance to roll here. Because those are his three options. Roll, forward, backward, or don't roll. Yeah. So if you think it's going to stand up, then, you know, you can get a meaty ready for him. But if he rolls, of course, you're not going to get it. So that's kind of the Oki game, I guess, if you want to consider it that. If you like that term. Your wake-up situations. You know, what options do you have, what options do they have? And obviously they've got, you know, EXs. Some reversals are pretty good without meter, but it's not 100% here. If you notice, it's actually the meterless Shoryuken is vulnerable at the bottom. So, if they use anything waist level and above, they're probably going to get knocked out of it. But if they've got good timing, they've got those 3 frames in the beginning, they could hit you with a low attack, and it would go, and it would get you. And I can show that. This. See? Tried to do it. Hold on, he's set to not guard low anyway, so that's not a good measure here. So let me take that off. Oh, I closed the tab, shit. See? Which actually makes this a frame trap for Shoryus. That doesn't, because it doesn't hit well enough. So if I try to do this, then this doesn't hit well enough. See the hitbox there. So that doesn't work. But I think they're gonna do one. Delay the crouching low kick. Or crouching light kick. Then you've got that. Or this is quite literally a frame trap. There's a 1 frame gap between it and it will come out close enough. Because of the frame advantage on the jab, it comes out with a 1 frame gap between that and this. So he attempts to, of course, smash out his DP and, well, you get the idea. Pays for it. Oh, hold on. Let me try. Yeah, something like that. Not bad damage. It's hard to do though. Oh, I did too late. Boom. That's pretty damn good for just using a max cancel. And that's after you even know that it's coming, so it's, you know, if it doesn't hit, you can just, oh, no, I'm getting out of there. You know, he decides he's not gonna deal with it. So there's some early strategies you might be able to employ, basic stuff, but yeah, and when you get supers in the mix too, and you can do this into a super of some sort or an EX. So something like that. His supers aren't activated yet because they're not fixed, but you get the idea. Trying to see if there's any gaps here that could be taken advantage of. Obviously here, that hits too high, so that gap is not worth it, or not going to work. You need something that goes low. There's a lot of stuff you could do. Boom, boom, and then still standing hits low. Or low enough, at least. Stuff like that. Nah, it ain't gonna work. Ah. That's not what I wanted, but let's see. Ugh. I'm telling you, these moves are wearing me down on pad. Ken's a little exhausting to play, not only because his grab is a mash. Oh, he still set the tech. You want to play that game? You gotta mash that one out, otherwise you don't get all the hits. So it's like the old games. See? It'll just do that if you let it go. Obviously his back throw doesn't do that, but I guess I could have just done this. It's a show it, but whatever. I had him roll. But you get the idea. But we were talking about that in the Discord channel. What kind of options should be available for that kind of thing. And so one change we did make, actually, let me turn on this auto tech first. One change we did make, I don't think I can show this with the dummy, but his I don't know if I can. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, no way. I'm trying to pause him on roll, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Let me just turn on a debug thing here. The one thing we did change here is adding a frame of vulnerability to the roll. So, oh right, because all right, hold on. Is this gonna be it? This might be it. Yeah. So he had that standing frame on the roll. This frame, the first frame. See, 1 out of 34, and then second frame is the grab vulnerable state. But the first frame is fully hit vulnerable, and the reason that I made that change, it's only 1 frame, so it shouldn't affect too much like in neutral, but the reason is the get up situation. When he does a neutral get up, the idea is that he's not supposed to roll. The idea is that you're going to be vulnerable to, and actually, let me just turn his recovery here to, where is it? Random to neutral, and we'll do quick. And we'll turn off his thing there, and we'll turn on his guard only current stance. There. So, the idea is that, man, I'm not timing it right. Too early, come on. There. That if he stands up, if you see the neutral stand, or you expect a neutral stand, you want to be able to do a meaty. But if he has a completely invulnerable startup roll, he could neutral stand, and then guard all, stand, and unwake up. Let me actually do it here. Damn it! Oh, try again. He can frame one roll. So if he has no vulnerability start up on that roll, he can literally go from neutral standing right into the roll, which is hit invulnerable. Which makes meeting, obviously, gives you an option from neutral stand up to avoid a meaty situation there, other than, you know, obviously using a reversal or something, other than normal means. Because the whole point of having the rolls is to avoid that, but at a cost. Because they can see when you roll, if they're quick enough to react to it. And if you choose to stand up, you only have certain options. And if you choose to roll, you only have those certain options. But allowing the roll to have no vulnerable startup causes a situation where you can neutral rise, and then, well, I didn't do it right there, but... and then immediately roll. So you have the option to neutralize and get this kind of result. And I don't think that's good. I think that kind of breaks the whole thing. If you're gonna neutralize, and you've got blocking, you know, you can block if you think a meaty's coming. You can try to tech if you think a throw's coming, or you can jump if you think a throw's coming, and then do some kind of counterattack there. Because jumps are frame 1, grab invulnerable. But it's at a cost. You're not moving, you know, your position while doing so. The roll has two functions. It's got the ability to change your position, even cross up the person if you're close enough to get to the other side. So let's say we're in the corner here. I can risk getting out here. But if he knows that's coming, of course, you know, the grab's there to stop that. But if he sees me neutralize, and then I do that, like, that's, you know, I don't, there's no way to react to that, I believe. Not reasonably. So I don't think that's proper. I don't think that's good design to allow this to have an invulnerable startup. Because now with the one frame startup, if Ryu does do, like if I do that, and he tried to roll, if I meated it, it would hit him. So he gets punished for attempting to do that. It's only one frame, so I mean, you know, someone could done goof, but damn, am I sucking at this? just like a frame too late. There we go. Let me turn this wake up on. See, he would have got bopped for that if he tried to roll. But I can't get the dummy to do that right now. I don't have a feature in place to detect when exactly they've stood up to do that. But if he did do it, because I added that vulnerability frame, he's going to get bopped. I gotta learn those timings. You can tell I haven't played real matches much in the game. There's no practice there. But you get the idea. And of course, that's on a quick rise. They could delay the rise if they want. So, and the same thing with the roll. Like, let me turn this wake back on. I could just sit there and wait. If I hold the button, I can get up quick. And that also applies to the rolling. Or I could delay roll. Now you're invulnerable here unless there's an OTG attack, so getting up quick might save you from an OTG follow-up, depending on the circumstances. Like Terry's got a thing where he can throw you, and if he's in power max, so he throws you, he can super wood power stream, and that'll pick you up off the ground. It won't do quite as much damage, of course, but you know, if you're in a situation where you know you're down to enough life to get killed, then boom. You know, it's like Urian in Street Fighter V. He can hit you with a grab, and then whoop, it's time to get wrecked, son. I got super, and you're going flying. And that's the kind of the idea there. Rolling back's not completely safe, but it's not a bad option. I mean, unless they really run up and grab and they know that shit's coming, they're probably not going to get it. You know, neutral, you better, for a neutral rise, you better have a good solid plan of what you're going to do. They can definitely max cancel confirm shit too. Boom. Look at that. That shit hit inside. Or even worse, in max mode for Ken. That's safe on block, so yeah, have fun. Have fun with Ken's pressure when he's all fired up. Yeah, like that was super deep. I don't know if been experimenting with giving kind of follow-up on that. I don't think it's currently in though. I think the pushback changed or something. Either the pushback code changed, which gives them more pushback now, or something, because he can't seem to follow up on that, even on hit. Yeah, he keeps getting knocked out of it. I don't know. I was considering maybe giving him a follow-up, but you can with, of course, the max cancel anyway. So I'm undecided on that, because everybody can kind of confirm their overhead. I'm not sure that giving them the ability to do it all the time is necessarily good. Oh, Shoryuken is also grab vulnerable too, by the way. So there's no, even though the grab box goes all the way to the ground, it's not going to pick up the Shoryu's little hitbox there in the start. Or hurtbox. That's not right. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, you can't grab it. So it is an option if you think they're gonna grab you on wake up. If you think they're gonna attempt it, it'll blow through it. Obviously, he's not programmed to do that, but at least right now. I wonder. Let's take a look. I think it just starts. I think it just starts the stand-up animation. Space. Yeah. Check crouching. Okay, that's not the stand-up we want. Knock down stand-up. let's see. We might be able, I'm gonna put a marker here. It'll let me. Might be able to just turn on the flag that says to do that. Training wake up command. Perform wake up move. What is that called? Okay, so what's the parameters here? Do attack on wake up. If it's qualified, is not stunned, and the first update since its stun is over. Okay, that's what it's checking. Or block stun. Well, first, since knockdown timer finished. Okay, so we've got to change this to. Now let's see. How are we gonna do this? This is not correct. Because when this timer is over is when the stand-up animation occurs, which is why this doesn't actually work. Because even though this will say true, it will go here and try to activate the move, and the move would be like, you're busy doing something else, you can't do this right now. And that's why it doesn't work. So we need to have some kind of, let's put a marker here too. We need to have some kind of flag that's like, hey, you just stood up. Let's try this. First frame after stand up. So how is this going to be turned true? Actually, no. Let's. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's duplicate that. Nope. Stand up started. Here. So if one of these things happened, stand up started. And we'll have to do one for the training dummy. Oh, wait, we have this one. But that's, yeah. That's not going to persist. This is going to get turned off eventually. In fact, where does that get turned off? Check for get up animation. Okay, yeah, it's going to get turned off there anyway. And check activations. Yeah, okay. That eventually gets turned off anyway, so that's fine. We can't rely on this. So we got stand up is started, and then first frame after stand up is going to have to get processed. Thinking, I don't know if the end of the frame. You can check at the first part, and then yeah, we'll check it at the beginning of the frame. So let's go to, you know, collapse everything. We want to go to the update or core or something here. Core? Yeah, and then there should be main update. Update fighter. Update fighter core. Oh, duh, right here. Okay. Check for get up animation. Okay, so right after that, No, not here. It's crouched. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. We want to know when they are not busy. So here, if started, stand up started, and we're not busy, which we're not, because this is the busy cycle, this is the not busy, then stand up started is false, and stand up first frame after stand up is true. Then we're going to use this and replace the... Oh, that's funny, it doesn't, it's collapsed, so I don't know where it is here. It's probably this one though, right? Man, where are we here? Should be in the middle. I don't know where it is now. Is there a way to jump? Can I jump to the next breakpoint, or no? Well, we could... I don't know. Oh, can you open them all? No, that's not right. Not sure how to... I know how to collapse everything with a... MM? MO? MOO? No. Not really sure how to expand all. Can we expand all the regions here? And I don't know. I think this is just... like opening windows, showing different windows. Well, whatever. Let's just do what we did the first time. Okay, so... Wait, no, that's not what we want. Wake up. Form wake up move. So in here, we're going to replace this with this. First frame after stand up. And then we go back to the main update here. Wherever the hell that is now. Here's core, main update. Yeah. And we're going to turn it off here. So the next frame that comes through is going to turn it off. And then we also need to turn this off. Actually, I probably should be turning this off as well. So let's copy all three of these. In fact, even more than that. Let's see. Yeah, those should probably be getting turned off as well. So there's a reset here. I want to do just current document. Reset. Is it full reset? Might be full reset. Yeah, full reset. We're going to turn all these flags off. Anywhere here is fine. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, we don't want these being true when the match is reset. And it doesn't look like any of these are in here. That way we don't have any lingering stats here. Let's see. And this should be turning itself off. Just Make sure we got everything here. Yeah. This might work. Let's see. Certainly be easier to tell. Yep. There it goes. So now we can tell what'll... Yeah. Now we can tell what's gonna hit and not when he wakes up. Oh. Did I do it too late? Too early, I think. Oh wait, no, it's a... I'm sorry. That's a high attack, so it's not gonna help. I can't get that light kick in there. There we go. Yeah. And you're gonna get it. That's cool. Alright, so to prove the point about the roll, let's change Ryu to the roll. That's his wake up move now. Command roll. There we go. So he should, yeah. Yep, and he got tagged for it. Yep. Get out of here. No rolling on my grounds. But yeah, as you can see, it's a powerful tool to get through stuff too if there's a gap. But yeah, you don't want to do it on wake up now. You're gonna get it. Boom. No roly-poly. But he'll be able to roll from, you know, recovery. And that'll work. So yeah, let's put that back on random. And random. Oh, he's just gonna do it again. Hold on. I'll take his wake up off. Action off. Yeah, that'll also prevent a roll loop. In that case, like if he does do that, then he can't do it again. And he's able to block after this. But let's see, let's put him on all guard. Yeah, he's still set to that. It's a little tricksy, but let's say he does roll forward. Get it right. Timed it wrong. He can be hit out of it as well, but he can't be hit out of the end of this, of his recovery roll. Only the command roll. But if he's trying to do something stupid after, like roll again, then he's gonna get it. So, do your recovery roll. Yeah. Well, I didn't time it right, but he could have been punished for that. Yeah, like that. Because there's that one frame of vulnerability. it is not a good wake-up option. You're just gonna leave yourself open. Unless your opponent can't meaty, then, well, roll for days, I guess. The danger with command rolling is obvious. If they expect it, then you're going... Either they can grab immediately, or they just wait. And then you're done. They'll get you. And they don't even need to, like, know what side it is. They can just jab. Yeah, like that. Might not be able to get a heavy in like that. Wow! What the hell happened there? How the hell did he get tagged from behind like that? Oh, wow, that's weird. He must have stood up inside and was just in the middle enough. It must not have corrected. Yeah, it did correct him all the way out. And he got tagged from behind. Wow. That's funny. Because if you notice, if I can pause it here. Oh yeah, I did actually. Okay. Oh shit, I went right by it. That. So there is a one frame. Actually, yeah. There is a one frame hurtbox. Or hitbox that's lower. And on the inside to imply the movement of the arm from here to here. And you can catch low hitting attacks. I think this is probably what's catching him from the other side. Now the solution to that is actually pretty easy, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't do this to begin with. Where are we? So Ken's hitboxes, we're gonna go to his animation here. Crouching heavy punch. Go to the hitboxes, and there we are. So one of the easy solutions here is to move this away from the center. It really doesn't need to be there. So let's see, it's one gapped out to here, so we'll remember that. Yeah, first hit bottom. So we could just do something like this. And then it's more of the forward attack here. I might actually put it in just one more. And then now it covers that. Doesn't actually have to be that high either. Because they just overlap on each other anyway. And that might actually fix that. That's usually what happens when you get an attack that... let me reset it. Usually when you get an attack that hits from behind like that, it's because the hitboxes... Like if Ryu kicks here, and he's doing this, it might... Ryu's kick might go far enough to get hit by the forward hitbox there. And that's why I changed the jabs here. So there's a gap here, and there's a gap here. And obviously there's a gap there. Might actually have to do this one. But either way, so oh, right. That's not what I was testing. I was testing... Ryu had the command. Yeah, he had the command roll here. Yeah, It looks like it. It doesn't. Oh wow! It still tags him. What the hell? What is going on? It's not. It's not. Now it's too late. Or too early. No, too early. It's gonna be too early again. It's gonna disappear. Yeah. I feel like I'm delaying it, but I may not be. No. Oh yeah, because when he wakes up, he's right inside of him. Hmm. Okay, we might be able to fix that. Anyway, so it's not gonna really matter how thin that box is, because he's not gonna be. He's still gonna be like right inside of Ken. I think the way to fix that would be to make sure that the adjustment box here. Oh, that might actually be an error for Ryu. I think he's supposed to have. I think he's supposed to have this already when he's in this part. Does Ken have that too? Ryu, get me. He has the same issue. So this push box here should probably be appearing like here, and then it'll push him out in the next coming frames. I'll be honest, it should probably be here when he's pretty much done moving. We can try putting it here, but let's see. That's 5 or 7. Let's see. What one is that exactly? Yeah, forward and back. Okay, this is the stop adjust, so that's 7. So 7 needs to happen a few frames early. Okay, and that's here. That is this one. So it would have to happen one before, I think. I don't know if it might be able to be okay in the same frame. Let's say that it's not, though. And by the time he's here, we're gonna have the full. That's alright. Oh, that's up here. Okay. We'll have the full one here, and then this goes back to negative 1. Then he can stand up. Man, I don't know. Unless he should just have the full one here. I mean, kind of makes sense, to be honest. You don't need both of them active, and it should be a quick transition between here and here, and then a stand-up. That might be what we need. Alright, so let's do that to Ryu. Roll forward. This frame we want this to 5? 5. Oh, his is on the bottom. And the next frame is going to be off because this one's going to get hooked up. Yeah. So that should be the same one Ken had practice for that. Yeah, there we go. So they're getting adjusted a bit more in advance now. Pop's pretty quick though. Not sure I like that. Might have to add something else in there. I don't know. Might have to add like a smoothing frame in there. Pop's pretty quick on the other side. So if we do follow that logic, roll forward. I think we're still dealing with Ryu, right? Yeah. Then he needs a frame in between these two. This is just too much of a correction between all the way over here and all the way over here. So what we can do we're gonna say we're gonna copy this one. So 50526. 50526. Just for entities, that's fine. In solids? What's this one? That's only entities, okay. You can call it step 2. Stop adjust F for forward, step 2. And this is 7, 8, 9. This is 9. So this would have to be in here, 9. It's gonna look the same because we copied the coordinates. But we're gonna change those coordinates right now. This has got to go back a frame. Yeah, so 2 of what seems to be the same shape and then that. So now we're going to actually adjust this shape. And I don't know. Let's see. What was the offset? What's supposed to be? It's gonna be on this pixel, the foot here. So it's 1 too big, so 14. Oh, we moved though too, right? Nah, that's about right. Yeah, and that's the full. So let's make him a little skinnier here. Make it 10, 11. Just the offset. And look at it. 1, 1, 2, 3. Looks like that pops pretty good. That might be okay. See what it feels like. Still a little quick, but it's a little more even now. A little less poppy. It's not jarring in one frame. I think it's acceptable. Seems alright with me. Okay. So now we need to replicate that on the other side, and for the recovery rolls too. Because they're going to be the same thing now. So let's go to recovery rolls. Roll recovery forward, and we'll just duplicate what we found here. Okay, so this is the one that's got to be this. And this line here is going to be here. This one's going to be 9. So 7, 9, and the full thing here. Why is that off center? Is that off center in Commando too? It does not appear to be. Yeah, so what's up with that now? Let's see. Knockdown, stand, knockdown, recovery. Right, can't be hit but can be grabbed. Yeah, it's not the right size. So negative 13, 26, 39 should be this. So and yeah, that's much better. So I didn't adjust that after I adjusted the standing positions. Okay, and that should be pretty good there. So roll recovery backward. Same deal. Oh, it's gonna be in the other direction, of course. So he needs a different frame here. Alright, so this is gonna be the full one, so 1, 2 here. Okay, that looks right. And then we need, instead of that 9, box 9, we need another box. And we're just gonna do it in reverse here. So this is gonna be the backwards step 2 adjustment. And this one's gonna be different. So we have to take careful note of where on the frame this is. So it looks like between this arm piece and the belt, or 1 pixel from the back side here, and it's gonna line up with 1 pixel away from the butt here. And this is 10. So we're just gonna move this way. And it looks like it lines up. 1, 2, 3. And then the rest is just normal. So that should be all set for that. Now Ken needs also these same adjustments. Roll recovery forward. Yeah, so let's get him here. So this 7, I go back 2 frames. The 1's gonna come up here, the negative 1's coming here. This is gonna be a 9. And 7, 9, and the full. Roll recovery backward. It's gonna be similar. Right, it's gonna be over here. So we want to move this out here. This is now going to be a 10. And I believe that's that's the full one. 8, 10, full. Cool. Alright, that should be okay. And what about Ken's forward roll? Did we adjust that one? Roll forward 2. We did not. We theorized on it, but we didn't actually do anything. Yeah, and then I think we moved... What do we do with Ryu again? Just give me a refresher here. Roll forward. Okay, he becomes hit vulnerable 2 frames before his crouch, and those are the frames. Yeah, is adjusted 1, 2, and that. Okay. Roll forward 2. So this has to be brought in, I think. Only these ones. Wait, what happened? It's gotta be back here. Yeah. 7, 9, 7, 9. -1. What is this? Going from 0 to 4? Okay, that's that. That 1. Okay. There, that should be okay. Alright, and that signal means time's up. So, we actually did some pretty good technical stuff, good technical discussion, and mic is slipping, hold on. Here. We did good technical discussion, we did good technical tweaks, you know, for like rolling in, what happens when you roll into someone, that kind of thing. Oh, sure. Yeah. You probably didn't see it earlier. If you came late. So there's Ken's Tatsu. Let me turn off the lines. Oop. Ah! Stop doing your wake up. It's annoying now. Yeah, so... it covers quite a bit of ground. You can get over fireballs with it. And it makes a good combo ender. So, there it is again. Oh, I did do it right. Ah, I didn't get it. Hold on. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in time. That one's tough. That's a tough one, man. Oh, one more quick change, actually, before I go. Ken's fireball does different amount of hit stun, depending on the distance it hits. If it hits closer, there's a little more hit stun, and the reason is it allows you to do follow-ups close. But here, it's a little, you have to get in a little bit faster. There's a lot of things that Ryu, Ken can't do in those situations, but Ken's pretty much just kind of run up and do stuff, so it's probably not going to affect you too much there. For Ryu, it affects a lot more of his options. I don't think for Ken there's much worry here, because you can pretty much tag him from anywhere. But do be aware of the difference in case it does make a difference. You might not be able to get everything at every distance. You can kind of see it already, how much he staggers there. And here he doesn't stagger as much, but he does go back faster. So you still get that zoning property. But it's more of a... when you're close, you get more of a stun there. But that's pretty much it. So, I gotta close it out now. I gotta get out of here. Thank you very much for watching. We are patron funded, so I do have some names to read off for our top level patrons. We've got Zombie Killer, we've got Jerry Berry, Javier Garcia, AJ, and Bryce Nagalino. So extra super thank you to those guys, and we'll be back next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got Twitter, we've got Discord. You can check those out if you want to talk to us throughout the week. And I'll be back then. So scrub out and have a good one. See you later.